this series, I will try to explore you Google Clouds related things. In this session, I will show you what exact in the Google Clouds, okay? How many services and what type of services you can create in Google Cloud, okay? So basically, Google Cloud is similar to like AWS and Azure Cloud, okay? And almost similar to services, only name are changed and some methods are changed to create the stuffs. But you can see here, there's a API and services. You can create APIs and credentials and authentications. You can, if you want to create IAM role and admin, then you can use these options: IAM, identity and organizations, policy troubleshooter, shooters and organization policy, service account, label, tagging, tags, settings, roles, audit logs, manage resources, whatever you want, you can create. Okay, marketplace, in marketplace, like if you want to use like I can say you Bitnami WordPress, you can go to marketplace, search Bitnami WordPress, and you can just use this instance and you will pay as use. Okay. In the compute section, you can see the compute type, instance template, machine image, TPUs, and a lot of more things. In the storage section, you can see disk, snapshot, image, async replication, instance groups. You can see the health, VM manager. You can see the patch, OS policies, and bare metal servers. You can see the server, networks, volume, NFS share, and some other things. And setting, you can use also metadata, zones, network endpoint groups, operation, security scans, and furthermore settings. And here's also, you can see in the Kubernetes cluster, if you want to create the Kubernetes cluster, you can use the below of the options. um, um, Clusters, workload, team, application, storage, backup of GKS, Google Kubernetes Engine is a managed service, and gateway service, ingress and network function, and much more features you can use in the Kubernetes. Similar to go to the cloud storage is like buckets, and monitoring is similar to like you can say S3. And as the bigquery is like a big data, and if you have a any project related to data science and you want to perform the heavy data, then you can use these of the services. Here's the VPC network. If you want to create the VPC, you can create the virtual private cloud network, build multiple subnets and ranges, IPs and firewall rules and routes as well. VPC pairing, if you have more than one VPC, then you can pair the VPC. If you want to pair the VPC between AWS to GCP, AWS to GCP to Azure, GCP to on-prem data center, then you can pairing your network through the VPC pairing. Here is the VPC, shared VPC. If you want to share the same VPC between multiple projects, then you can share. And here's the run cloud. There's the run cloud is other options. You can click here and you can see the what services are there on cloud and what jobs are running, like it's a lambda function related. Okay, again here is the SQL, and is related to AWS, like we can say RDS. Here is SQL. You can create SQL according to your need, SQL, MySQL, MongoDB, Postgre, whatever you want. Has the security. In the security, there's a lot of options in the thread, vulnerability, compliance. If you want to scan the vulnerability in your application, in your system, then you can use. Is compliance, if you want to your system should be compliance, is a PCI compliance, something like that, then you can compliance features. Has assets and findings and source. Assets is your whatever your application is running. This is basically assets, and finding is like what vulnerability or comes through the scanning, you can see in the findings. And there's a much more detail in the security. You can see captcha, web security scanner. If you have any web-based application and you want to see scan every day to day and time to time, then you can use the web security. Risk manager, binary authorizations and advisory notification, and sensitive data protection, data loss prevention. There's a lot of things you can do as you are similar doing with AWS and Azure and any other cloud providers. So this is the high level demo of the GCP cloud. If you want to use the shell, you can just press on this icon. This is the shell, and you can just continue and just connecting. You can see here is the terminal. This is the very handy, and this is very great feature of the GCP. You don't worried about anything. If you want to use the terminal without any putty, without any SSH, then you can use it. Today I think that's it for in overall related to GCP demo. What is the things in the GCP and what type of services in the GCP. That's it. Thank you for watching. See you in next session.